Sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Dallas Cowboys. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Stays on his feet, and he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Garoppolo.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Doyle. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And they'll go on the ground. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I want to see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Looking deep for DeAnthony Thomas. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. So after the INT, it's Allen. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. It's caught. Stills, right side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 20 yards. 2 plays, 2 catches. You have a feeling they're going to look for him early and often, and that's to be expected. You got a player of his caliber, why not?
And I think it's also a message from them to the defense.
And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. Looks to throw on second down. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Though we've seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter, here's another good example.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Looking long for Thomas. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Garoppolo to try again on second down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Garoppolo again. He's got Lockett. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to go down again. Now, after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Watch him now, Barney!
And they'll run it here. Through an opening, and there he goes. 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there, 78 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. It's caught. Lockett. And that one results in 35 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They go play action here on 1st down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. DeAnthony Thomas, his second touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
To the air, Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. It's taken to the 26. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Call it a gain of 3. And it'll bring up a 2nd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo throw left side complete. That's Doyle. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Looking deep for DeAnthony into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Detroit!
On first down, Allen going deep here for Stills. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So, flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Allen throwing on second down. Firing quickly here, that's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Here's Allen on first and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Gun!
Allen will try again on second down. Buying time to his left. It's caught inside the 25. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play here for Dallas. 49 yards. The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got it first and goal at the 6. Now a handoff looking right. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cowboys are in for 6. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game. We were
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But the Redskins look to get this one back, and indeed they did. It's still Washington football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Unable to corral him. He fights through.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at the 33. It's a net of 40 there. Punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Check 24! Check 24! Motion! Hey, get him! You got it! Leopard!
Now they'll run it on the toss. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. On 2nd down, here's Allen. Flushed out right. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Redskins scoop it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be real.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
So after the INT, it's Allen. couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Gone! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing on first down is Allen, escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And here's Allen to throw again. Steps away to his left. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Avery Williamson able to get him for a loss of about 3. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Gone! 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 Hey, hey, hey. You got 3. You got 3. 3 down. 3 down. Gone! 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 Gone!
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Check 52. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone! 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 Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4.
Now Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Allen. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Elliott puts this one through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get inside of Washington's 15 before being taken down. It's a big play for the Cowboys on 3rd. 61 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Trent Murphy the one to bring him down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to flare up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Kick by Elliott is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Garoppolo now. He's got his man on the crossing route. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good game. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. To throw is Garoppolo. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Thomas, the intended target.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Allen operating from the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Allen now on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it second and short.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Allen going to try and throw on third down. And he slides to avoid the hit. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up first and goal inside the 10.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And now Jason Garrett electing for his guys to try for 2. Now Allen from the gun, he'll throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Elliott now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Give him 30 yards there.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down, and that will do it. for the third quarter of action. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the fourth. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Flush to his right. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Kenny Stills, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Elliott now to kick this one away. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. It's complete to Lockett. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also,
and he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
21.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Doyle. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Garoppolo now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
13.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Smith catches left side. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They go play action here on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Anthony Miller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
The extra point up and good. And that will get them one closer. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Melvin Ingram in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Allen going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. Allen hit. He lost the football, and the Redskins scoop it. And he's into the clear. Past the 20. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
He'll get it up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Garoppolo. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. DeAnthony Thomas, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point safely through. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he is going to lose yardage here. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And they'll go on the ground. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
4 down, check, 4 down.
From midfield, here's Allen. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Allen going to go on 4th down. And down he goes. A sack. They sack him back across midfield at about the 48-yard line. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And that will force a turnover on downs. On first down, Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Right back to him on first down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
4 down, 4 down. Check. Lucky.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Now they'll run it on the toss. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. It's a gain of 6, and that ought to just about do it.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Flushed out right. This will be caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9.